Alright, so let's get started with the first battle. Welcome everyone. So I'm just gonna do this one slightly bit different. I want to speed things up real quick because I don't want to be here for more than 10 minutes either, which everybody seems to be also getting bored by. So let's go ahead with this and start with the Hypno. So for this new league here, what I went with is a Hypno, and I went with Snower and Jellicent. So it's a weird combination that not a lot of folks were expecting, right? So that's what we brought out here. I went with a first team at first and then realized the type of Pokemon I was seeing and then kind of rebuilt the team, and then all of a sudden realized Hypno is also really good in this league. So then I go ahead and switched him over in here and saw how it worked, and it seemed to be working pretty well. So after a couple of trial runs, I thought, okay, let's start. Let me start recording one of these to do a video for this real quick so you guys know the pros and cons of this team. So having Jellicent's also a tank in this league. So it's pretty good. If you actually try him out and then you can go ahead, just like that, you can go ahead and switch him out. You can switch in Snower, and Snower would do a lot of damage to dragon types, a lot of damage to flying types, even grass types. So you get a wide variety. Like right up here, he's facing a dragon type. You can see the amount of damage he's doing. It's good enough. It's pretty solid. The only issues you might have, of course, if you have like a fire type up front with Snower, you might see they're starting off with a fire type that would cause some extra damage. If they're starting off with dragon type, you're probably safe with this team. So yeah, we just put together a couple of these videos, just a couple of these battles, just to show you guys what it looks like in practice, really. So I got really lucky here because they brought a fighting type out. Now you don't see too many fighting types so far in this cup, but when they do come up, Hypno does do significant damage, so there's that to keep in mind for sure. Now we're gonna go ahead, of course, hit the Jellicent with that energy ball, and of course it's gonna take significant damage because it's not gonna go anywhere else, especially if they're not gonna use their shield, which they didn't do, which means they might have something in the back that definitely will end up using that shield. So we're gonna go ahead, use that Leaf Blade again, probably to take that shield out, switch into Hypno, because again, you don't see too many fighting types in this league. But that still works for us. It's fine. It's completely fine for us. We can go ahead and still do this. And boom, they use the charge attack. That's fine. We're just gonna continue with this attack. We don't really need to do this. We don't really need to use a charge attack per se. Rock Slide, yeah, does damage, but Hypno will survive, right? Hypno will survive, and we will end up using those attacks anyways. Now, maybe I shouldn't have used a Thunder Punch here. Maybe that was the wrong choice, but that's okay. That's okay. We're gonna go ahead and use that Shadow Ball. Yes, as you saw, the Shadow Ball still did significant damage. I'm trying to use that Discharge, which is ineffective. They're gonna still bring him in, but we still got the Jellicent. Even if they do that electric attack, we're gonna survive, and we're gonna move on to the next battle. Now, in this next one, let's see. Okay, Blastoise. So that again is a pretty solid lineup. We can just use that Energy Ball again. If they don't use a shield, which they used, we can't do much about it. There we go. We're gonna do another one, and okay, nope. We need to do again significant amount of damage. Okay, they switched over to let's do that Leaf Blade again. That Energy Ball. Let's go ahead with that Energy Ball. And yep, that's good. That's fine. We're gonna skip on that shield. We don't want to waste our shield either. Now we have two shields and they have a singular shield. They're gonna use Hydro Cannon. We're basically waiting for that Thunder Punch. We do significant damage. They bring in a Dragon type. That's okay. Now Snower would have done some good amount of damage, but there you go. We can still use the Shadow Ball to end that. There's 4 battles. Now we're on to the 5th one. We won all 4 of them so far. So let's see how this one goes. And what is happening? Oh yeah, we're up against, oh god, an Ace Trainer. Trainers can be difficult, but let's see if we can get this. That was the right call with the Shadow Ball, but again, you don't see just too many normal electric types in this cup at all. You don't see it. It's not really expected, but they pulled a combination out that was not expected. So it was a bit surprising, and I was not expecting something that good, this good a team. So now we have 2, they're at 2, we're at 2. Okay, we don't even know what's up against us. I should have maybe used Blizzard, but in the sense of conserving things, see, that's why they had the Snower and they switched it over to the Hypno, and they came back, they also had a Hypno. Yeah, again, not a common matchup. Now I'm going up against the Hypno, and the Hypno, what is it going to do? Use the Focus Blast, super effective, and I am dead. Okay, and just like that, that is done. Thank you so much, everyone, and hope to see you guys next time.